Hey everyone, welcome back. Now, happy late today's happy Labor Day for everyone. Hope everyone's having a good time. So today figured get around to finally doing the update for this month, going into September now. So for this, actually I have a few things planned out, but first of all, would like to have got a to get another project done, which was the 62 Pontiac Catalina Polyglass Gasser 2 kit, which in one of my last videos I mentioned that I was missing clear pieces. I just ended up going ahead buying another kit and then ordered the replacement pieces for the other kit, so I now have two of these. Which overall the paintwork on and overall work of the car I find it turned out really nicely. And the cool thing about it is that when I was putting it together, there was the side exits that I thought were for a different version of the exhaust, but found out that you can do both the dual exhaust, all the way from the underside, and then do the side pipes, which is really nice. And of course, did a bit painting up or doing accents of the both the chassis and the body the body exterior on the underside, as the, I think the underside would be painted as well. Yeah, so that. Then of course got the 421 SD engine, which there's some quite which there were some pretty cool pieces to go for it with the fuel lines and such. And thinking originally it was going to be a hassle trying to get everything together, but surprisingly everything went together quite nicely for it. Then of course did a might be a little bit hard. Okay, might be a bit hard to see, but hopefully it can show on. Did also do a darker green for the interior. So it's pretty much a case of an all green car, along with the steely hubcaps. A few decals on the back. They might be a bit hard to see, but also have some the asphalt digger decals on the back and front window. Probably doesn't appear that much on screen, but oh well. Yeah, so overall, quite pleased with how this turned out. And definitely do really like the shade of green that this is. So, yeah, so pretty impressed on how it turned out. Thinking with the paint that I was using, it was just going to be some garbage that I have. But overall, it's just really nice kit. Went to go together really well. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, so there's that. And then now for now a little bit back to what I was wanting to do for the month of September. There's two other things actually. First of all, I'll mention that since it's September and starting with S, I figured it'd be good to work on some supercar model kits that I have. And these are ones I've had for quite a while sitting around. Which these came out from one of those AMT supersets, and I just put them into a bag. So I got a '97 Viper GTS Coupe, along with a Jaguar XJ220. Of course, these came in a much larger box, so took everything, put them in the Ziploc bags, just make it easier to store. And then the last one from the 3-pack was this Lamborghini Diablo, which is a fairly nice looking car. So yeah, so with these three, one of these days when I get around to building stuff, I'm gonna be doing a thorough overview of the cars themselves and then eventually build up. And of course, and then with these, they're actually complete kits, so you have quite a bit of chassis detail, engine, suspension work, along with the interior. So it'll be interesting to see what these are like to build, as I haven't built any of the AMT supercars before, and considering that they really haven't been seen all that often. So, yeah, it's gonna be figure gonna be really cool to build up some of these, and especially fairly keen on the Viper, as that is one of my dream cars eventually that I want to get in real life at one point. So, overall, there's that, and yeah, I also have one other thing I'm going to mention. So I'm going to get this all cleaned up and tell you what that all is. So in front of me here might be a bit of a hint on what I have for September. So, seeing to have smaller version, some small scale versions of K.I.T.T, the Knight Industries 2000s car from the show Knight Rider, and this year's the 40th anniversary of the show. So what I'm thinking is, I actually recently bought a couple Knight Rider kits. Figured, you know what, might as well build up some of the cars to go along with the show for its 40th year. So this one here, actually, I've had for quite some time now, which is the Aoshima Knight Industries 2000s kit from the season 3, which from what I remember from the show was that it had a bunch of more cosmetic modifications as well as weapons upgrades. So, yeah, figure build this up as a more a quick build, perhaps more accurate to the car used on the show. And then along with it, did get the NPC version of Knight Rider kit. Now this one here is the more retooled version of the standard Pontiac Firebird kit. Of course, just has the upgraded nose cone, I believe, rear bumper as well, and of course the update the digital displays and the dash pads. So there's this, which I built the standard MPC 82 Firebird about a year ago, and that itself was a fairly decent kit. So, this may not be exactly screen accurate to the show, but for just a replica car, it'll probably won't be that bad and will look fairly decent. And then actually one of the things I actually am considering doing actually is with the Knight Rider cars, both this and that, between these two here, what I'm actually been thinking about was build one as the kit version and then just take one of the other kits and actually build it into the car version, which was the same as K.I.T.T, but just the alternative personality from the show. So have both the hero car and the villain car together, which to me would make quite a lot of sense personally. So that's one thing I'm looking at doing with the kits. And then this one here may be quite an oddball to some, but managed to get the Knight Rider 2000 car from, I believe this was from the 90s movie based off the show. Of course, the show or the movie itself, from what I've been hearing, wasn't exactly that good. So, can't really say too much as I haven't seen it for myself personally. So, this is a fairly unique kit. I haven't seen any other place where this model's been for sale. Yeah, I'm sure you could find it on eBay and such, but from time to time these don't really come up all that often. And from what I believe, the car's supposed to look like a Pontiac Banshee from the 80s, but it's built on I think it was like a Mitsubishi or Dodge car. So it's a bit different from a GM car, but still not but still not too overly garnish or something. Then looking at some of the pictures on the back here, it does appear to be a very basic kit. So haven't opened it yet, so not really sure on what to expect from this. But I do know I am going to be do a proper box unboxing review and then eventually do a full build on this kit. So yeah, so there's yeah, so there's that. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I've got to really say about what I have planned for this month. So yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. We'll have some stuff coming up, and I know at least I have some stuff coming up in the next couple days on things to do. So hopefully get a couple videos out here and there. So yeah, I think that'll be it for this video, and